Hi, this is the RGB cohort, and we were tasked to create a mural about community.
So our first steps were to go on an expedition and research and take notes on what murals look like around the Beltline in Atlanta.
So you might just think we jumped in right away to just painting murals, but really it was a whole process. And this is definitely a chance for us, an idea to learn what a process really looks like in a project.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Ella. I'm McKenna.
I'm Mateo. And our mural is titled Oh, the Places We'll Go.
So for our mural, we thought it would be a good idea to create a map. So for our map, we have different places that Mount Vernon has worked with throughout Georgia.
And the reason we have the puzzle pieces is because each puzzle piece represents a spot in Georgia, and we have them blown up so you can see what they each one represents.
Yeah, so for example, here, this is Lemonade Days, and it goes to Dunwoody. That's Lemonade Days in Dunwoody. Here's the Brave Stadium, and it goes to Marietta.
Thank you.
I'm Holly.
I'm Ansley.
I'm Oliver.
George.
And we're the flower mural. The reason for all these different colored flowers is because it symbolizes how we're all different and we're not similar. And the reason for the vines is because it symbolizes how we're all connected and growing together through Mount Vernon community.
The next aspect in our mural is our magnifying glass, and this was a big takeaway for us because it showed that we didn't stick with our first idea, and this came out better.
So the point of the magnifying glass is kind of zoom in and signify like the little parts of community like Mount Vernon and our mantras that we stand for, like grow and give, have fun, and be brave to try to get along.
So the reason we put these words on here is because growing Mount Vernon community is kind of showing like how we're growing together, and that's why we're all connected on here. Being rooted in Christian values is something that we used to say, but instead of rooted, we said grounded. We just chose to say rooted in here because the theme is flowers, but I think that represents something small that we believe in, and that's why we added it. Our mural represents three main things, those being community, the RGB cohort, and new beginnings. We see community by people being here together, unified with their arms around each other, yet they are individual in the ways that they have their own different colors, each of them. So they are individual but still together. It shows the RGB cohort with, of course, the RGB quote, do it together, which this also ties into community and bringing people together. And finally, new beginnings. This is shown by the sunrise and the clouds. The sun is rising over sharp mountains to show that even through difficult times, you can still flourish and come out and survive. And then finally, we show the clouds clearing through after a storm, which can show new beginnings again. And this is our mural. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Betsy.
I'm Louise.
And I'm Sophie. This is our mural. So we wanted to show how each of the small communities at Mount Vernon are all unified and represent one big one.
So the first section represents the athletics of Mount Vernon, and we use many different symbols to represent each one.
So our mural really shows how all the letters spell out one word, just how all the communities connect. The N represents a zoomed-in version of a map of Sandy Springs, and the two location marks are Mount Vernon and the Performing Arts Center, which are two significant parts of our community. The I represents all the pathways at Mount Vernon, inquiry, innovation, and global, and really shows Mount Vernon's global community.
The T represents the arts in Mount Vernon, so not only do we have athletics, but we also focus on performing and music and paint.
The Y shows the high school, middle school, connecting paths, and the faculty and students connecting, and it really just shows the community at Mount Vernon.
Hi, my name is Elise Cobell, and today I'll be talking about our amazing mural that our team created. So our main goal for the doodles were to make people feel like they were a part of it and could connect with our work. So we added a bunch of random doodles and sketches that related with people, like hobbies and just a bunch of random things, so we all felt like a community and a safe space.
Our middle part of the mural shows the Mustang, which is our envy symbol. It basically just is there as the main big idea to bring the community in as a whole. And
Now on to the words. The words are all of our Mount Vernon mantras, and we decided to do it in kind of like a street art sort of way, so they're all combined in different interpretations. We also used all the Mount Vernon colors for all of our murals. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Emma Neal.
I'm Meg.
I'm Ella.
I'm Colin.
I'm Holden. And this is our 3 North Community Space mural. So The 3N represents like the 3 North Community Space.
And we did paint splatters to represent how 3 North is remembered as creativity.
And then we put all of our cohort names for IT to represent the community of IT to really bring everybody together and represent everybody.
And then we have the berry color that represents it's the main color that's important.
At the end, we added Go Mustangs at the bottom, so it's not just fully focused on ID and adds some extra.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, I'm Brooke,
And I'm Ace.
and this is our mural. So there's the King and Queen buildings, which kind of represent our mural, and this is like pretty much Atlanta and like Sandy Springs. So also down here is incorporating music, which like Atlanta also has a big impact with, and then up here
We have our Delta plan because Delta was born in Atlanta and is built for the community in it.
So down here is our quote. It says, take the time to look up. This is meaning like when you're feeling by yourself or down, take the time to look up and see the whole community around you as like with Atlanta and so many beautiful things that you can just see and are around you. Thank you.
Hi, so this is our Sandy Springs mural, and we wanted to base it off of Sandy Springs to show how like Sandy Springs community and the non-British community just like come together.
The reason we have the big turtle in the middle is because every season at City Springs, they paint and put in a new turtle right next to all the benches.
So the reason behind the goal was that everyone comes together to create something of their own. It's something that really like inspires them and shows their creativity.
We also decided to put our handprints in to show that we all came together to work on this mural and
Thank you.
Thank you.
This may look like a normal tree with some flowers, but the meaning behind it is way deeper.
This tree represents the growth of our school over the years.
The 3 paths shown on our mural represent the pathways at Mount Vernon of inquiry, innovation, and global that all lead into our school.
The flowers represent all the diversity of the students, and all the different colors represent the uniqueness.
Thank y'all for listening about it.